Who are you?
Madam Starlet.
And what do you do?
I am a singer, producer, and a songwriter. So my beginnings started in middle school is when I started to kind of take things seriously. I took a lot of inspiration from like bedroom pop and like Clairo, and it was like during like the art hoe era with Clairo and Tyler the Creator and all of that stuff. So I used to like use GarageBand and make little bedroom pop songs. They were pretty angsty for the time. I went by like the name Sid with a period. That was my name at the time. Fast forward to, I want to say, early quarantine, and I started making like hyper pop music, which was an era in itself. And I will not be disclosing the name that I went under because some of that stuff is still out. And I was pretty like, I would say I was pretty popular for the time, which was interesting. Yeah, I was making a lot of hyper pop in that era and a lot of electronic stuff. That's when the electronic thing kind of like crept into my lifestyle. And then I took a pause for a bit in high school. And then I got back into making music my senior year. I was doing like this kind of Lana Del Rey-ish sound kind of deal. It was getting more into the alternative route, and I was finding like my sound more during that time. And then once I got to college, I was really just experimenting with everything. I was getting a lot into like mixing the worlds of alternative and electronic things together. I was just really experimenting so much. I was doing like covers and things to teach like myself how to make beats and everything, because in middle school and during quarantine, I wasn't making my own beats because that was like a scary thing for me. I taught myself how to make beats by recreating other songs and like putting my own spin to them. I remember one of the first covers I did was of Let's Dance by David Bowie, but it was like an electronic version. It was really bad. And I think it's still out there. And I went by the name Madam Scumbag at the time, which that was an era in itself. Don't search for that because I have to take that down now. But once I got to my like core genre of what I do now, like the alternative trip hop electro clash electronic thing, that's like my main for. But I found out about trip hop through the show Girlfriends, and Tricky was an occurring character for a couple of episodes. And there's an episode where Tricky and the character Lynn, they're on stage together and they're singing this song, and I'm listening to it and I'm like, I've never heard anything like this before, like this kind of sound. So I start like deep diving into like Tricky, and then I go down like the rabbit hole of all the trip hop sounds of like Massive Attack and Portishead and all the greats of that genre. I like immediately, this is all in one day. I watched the Girlfriends episode, do the deep dive, and then I immediately made What's Going On, which is my first song that I've dropped as Madam Starlet. I made What's Going On in my basement on my laptop with a terrible microphone. I made that song with my earphones, my earbuds, which is crazy. It sounds like I made it with my earphones. Funny enough, that's one of my most popular songs that's out. So I think it's just because like it stays true to the trip hop sound, but it also kind of has a modern feel to it as well. I like to stay true to like older sounds when I have a new song coming out that is very, very, very 90s, like extremely. But I showed it to my teacher today because he's helping me master it. He told me like this is like straight out of the 90s, which is great because that's like what I wanted to achieve. I didn't start doing live performances until like I want to say 2 years ago. I have performance experience because I did like musical theater in high school, but like performing my own music is a whole different world because it's my own music. So it's very vulnerable, which was like why I put it off for so long in the beginning. I did my first show in a backyard. It was outside. There was a good amount of people there, and I was really scared, like really scared. So I was like staying like in one spot, singing the entire time. I was not moving at all because I was a nervous wreck. But people told me that I did a really good job, which was nice. The difference from that first performance to now is like insane change. Like there's still so much work to be done, of course. But my last show, the one before the last one I had, it was pretty great. I have a band now, which is nice. I don't know, it was really electric. Like I feel so much more comfortable on stage performing my own music now. It's also crazy because there's people that like know the words to my songs now at shows, which is also insane. I remember the first time I heard like a big crowd of people singing my own songs was at a Twizzle D show, and it was a song Discotheque, and that was the most like electric performance I've ever had in my life. It was crazy. It was like packed, like wall to wall packed, and there's people just like screaming the words to that song, which was crazy. Like I cried after the show because I was like so like, oh my god, they just sung my like they were singing along, which was it was crazy. I think that's one of my favorite shows I've ever done. Shout out Dozodi, woo. But yeah, there's still like a ton of work to be done. I could take a couple of dance classes or something, but I think I'm in a really good place with performing now, and I want to perform a lot more. Like I've performed a lot in the past couple of months. It would be nice to be doing this as a real job and just get paid for putting my art out to the world and like letting everyone see like what I've got, which would be nice. I stay true to myself and stand out simply by like staying in my own lane, not worrying about what anyone else is doing, trying not to like compare myself to others. I'm my own person. I can't be anyone else. I can only be me. And I like maintain that by liking what I like and staying firm to that, taking inspiration, of course, from things that I like. It solely has to be based on myself and what I like and what I like engage in. Like everything has to be from a standpoint of what I like and no one else. And I can't let anyone else stray me from my vision because I know what's best for me. People always tell me that my vision for things and like my aesthetic or whatever is like something that they usually like don't see. And I think that's really just because I like what I like and like I'm not trying to do what other people are doing. Because, like, why do that? I see it everywhere. Why would I do something like that? That's crazy. From, like, an artist standpoint, you can't copy other people. That's just not, you're not going to make it that way if you're just copy and pasting. Like, you have to have some sort of, like, individuality to yourself. I just, like, I stay, like, in my own lane always. Always. Like, I have no other choice to, because I've always been that way. Like ever since I was a little girl, I've been like in my own lane, always in my own world. And I think that's why like I'm the way that I am now. Like of course I've like chilled down the eccentricity. Is that the word? Eccentricity. Eccentricness. I've toned it down because I was like crazy eccentric as a little girl. And like, look at me, I'm so flashy. But now I'm like toned down like by 1,000. But like my artist, like the artist version of myself is that little girl that I was. Like I channel her through like me as an artist. And I have to remember like to stay true to myself and always be in my own lane. Always be in your own lane, everybody, okay? Stay in your own lane. And then you'll be great and successful and people will love you for you and who you are. And that's great. And you should always do that. But yeah. My favorite part about this is first of all, meeting you. You're a cool person. And also like being able to like freely like speak my mind without having to be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh, favorite part about my music journey? My favorite part about my music journey is having a band. It makes things so much more big. Like it, because I realize it's really hard to do everything on my own. So I've been trying to like let go of the control that I have just a little bit so that the proper people can help me elevate everything just so I can like reach where I want to go artistically. But like having a band is probably my favorite thing, and like meeting a lot of people throughout the way. Like I've met so many like close friends through like me making music, which is nice too. A life lesson that I've learned would definitely be like people come, people go, but don't let anyone dim your light, like ever. It's your life, you're a shining star. Why let someone dim that? Don't, don't. Never let that happen ever. People will try to do it. They will try to dim your light. Don't let them. Ever. Okay. They will try and get you. You can't let that happen. I won't let that happen ever. That's why I'm like as glamorous as I am right now and amazing because I don't let people dim my light. What the heck? No, don't let that happen. And some advice that I would give my younger self is kind of along the same lines as don't let anyone dim your light, but just continue to be you. Don't change yourself for anyone. Keep being weird. Keep putting the stars on your face, even though your parents don't like it. It's okay. It's gonna be a trend in like a couple years. So keep doing you. Just don't worry about what any other people think of you. Try your best. I know it'll be hard for a little bit. It'll be worth it in the end. Like just stay true to yourself, queen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's my advice to little Sydney, little madam. In the next 5 years, I see myself doing small North American tours. I see myself getting invited to New York Fashion Week. I see myself with a Dochi collab. I see myself being on the road to success. That's what I see. Because I'm not rushing it. I'm being realistic. But I know at some point I'm gonna blow up. And I think maybe like a tiny little TikTok sensation will happen or something by that time. I think success is on the way in 5 years, especially in 5 years. Like that's enough time for people to catch on to me. And they will be catching on. They will be. Yeah. Nice.